Follow the money.
That's what I always say. You always follow the money.
Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Pauly Howard on VSiN.
Welcome in. Thanks for watching today on YouTube TV, listening on Sirius XM channel 158 or any of the terrestrial radio stations where you can find VSiN from coast to coast, iHeartRadio as well, TuneIn Radio. Happy Tuesday. In this hour, 15 minutes from right now, tonight's baseball card, bottom of the hour, Paul Stone, Pro Sports Bettor college football picks, and the tip jar is open in 45 minutes. And your submissions for Mitch and Pauly's Pizzeria, that's coming up at that time. Numbers that stick out to us here after week one of the National Football League. So Brock Purdy, still might miss some time? 49ers quarterback?
He's iffy.
Yeah. Kittle's out, bunch of weeks. Trent Williams got hurt over the weekend. Juwan Jennings, Gimpy as well. So at DraftKings, the yes-no numbers to make the playoffs, 49ers are minus 320, Rams are minus $2. To win the West, Niners plus 135, Rams plus 185, Cardinals plus 380. Are we sure that the 49ers should have lower numbers than the Rams right now is what I'm getting at? They're Paul, I don't know what it is.
Help's coming, though. You're going to get Robinson back in a couple weeks. You're going to get Ayuk. You can finally address the kicking. Finally address the kicking issue.
That's right. Moody's gone.
Yeah.
That has to be better by default almost, yeah?
Oh, sure. He's 50% since week 10 of last year on field goals.
Right.
What are we doing?
I just don't know that they're better than the Rams. I really don't. And by the way, I'll expand on this coming up. For what it's worth, Pro Football Focus, they give player grades to every single player in the league after each individual week. Their highest graded quarterback in week one, Matthew Stafford.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Numbers I wrote down. Bills already up to 750 to win the East.
After 1 week?
Sure. Well, everyone lost. Green Bay, $1.25 to win the division.
I saw it, yeah.
They're better than the Vikings. You can get Kansas City 2-1 to win the division. Done it 9 years in a row.
Boy, oh boy. Yeah, when's the last time the Chiefs were 2-1 at any point of any season to win their division?
Tampa Bay's already minus 220 to win the South.
Oh, mamma mia.
Yep. Those are a couple that stood out to me from that standpoint.
I noticed the Ravens didn't move much. They're still around minus 155.
Yeah.
Despite losing.
Well, Bengals are thoroughly outplayed. Other ones. I know it's Nevada and Las Vegas, and people bet their local team and what they want to see. Pete Carroll 7-1 to win Coach of the Year.
Oh my God!
Because they won week one. Come on, Cohen 7-1. Vrabel dropped to 13-1. Steichen 12-1. And here's a deep cut. This is Leper Messiah off a Master of Puppets album. This is a great job by Will Hill. He recommended and gave out Jim Bob Cooter at FanDuel Assistant of the Year, 200-1. OC with the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if this Jones thing is real and the offense looked great, sneak in the playoffs, you never know. That's a market that's like the protector of the year.
Right.
I don't think about it, don't see it, right? And then that's a great call by Will Hill.
I never even knew that market existed, but I was able to get down a little bit, small slice on Jim Bob Cooter at 200-1. Plus, I just love saying his name.
Yeah, damn right.
So I hope that he's in the mix late in the season. He's down to 60-1. I think at some spots, maybe even a little bit lower than that at books that are going to offer that. So the shortest shots on the board, and it makes sense, right? Brian Flores, Robert Saleh, and Vance Joseph are all around plus 750 at FanDuel. Kingsbury, 16-1. What do you think about that? Chip Kelly, 18-1. Would you rather take him than Pete Carroll? Oh, here's one.
That's not bad. Chip Kelly, OC, great job. Yeah, okay.
How about this?
Big name.
Greg Roman is 27-1. I thought he was absolutely outstanding Friday night for the Chargers in Brazil. He went for the jugular. That's not typically what he has done in his career. It's more like ground and pound. He let it fly with Herbert, baby. And then even on plays where it could have been a run play, just to we're playing not to win, not him, super aggressive. And what if it finally pops with Herbert this year? And he just takes off, has a career year, and they win the division.
Okay.
It's week one, so you got to, you got to have all these discussions, I guess. But 27-1 on Roman, don't hate it.
That's not bad.
Spagnuolo 40-1. But Jim Bob, my God, I mean, the angle absolutely exists. If the Colts, now keep in mind, again, the competition, the Dolphins, that was so awful. But if the Colts are actually going to be decent this year, potentially win that division, maybe, or make the playoffs, and he can make Daniel Jones a threat for the entire year, okay, 200-1, worth a little bit of pizza money on that. Here's another guy for an award. Remember when you were kind of hearing about some bad stuff with Will Johnson from Michigan, and then he slipped in the draft? He went, mid to late second round? He earned a grade of 90.2 against the Saints at Pro Football Focus. Sauce Gardner graded out at 90.3, number one overall. So he beat him by a hair as the number one rated cornerback of the entire week. And he's as low as like 14 or 15-1 now to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. I don't even know what number Johnson could have been before the season started. But very good job out of him by the Saints. And now, of course, they're at home against Carolina, and he could probably pick off Bryce Young twice if he wants this weekend, because Young is so bad. And by the way, on that note, what if it is Mac Jones? You had a Mac Jones reference in the first hour when I was going hog wild over J.J. McCarthy's performance last night in the fourth quarter. If it's Mac Jones Sunday for the 49ers, and they're without a couple of other guys, well, we already know Kittle's going to be out. Any desire to have the balls of the ultimate burglar here?
No.
Go Saints, Survivor.
No, never. Get out of here with that. Take that somewhere else. He's never won a game, and I'm not into taking underdogs in Survivor. I'm certainly not going to take Rattler, who's 0-8, I think, career now in the NFL. He scored 13 points against Arizona. Okay, you hung in there, but Murray woke up with the flu, and it was a lackluster performance by Arizona. The missed field goal can't happen there, but, they're in a moral victory. So you 20-13, whoop-de-damn-do.
Is Mac Jones better than Spencer Rattler?
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah, I would lean that way
played
as well.
one good game. He was good week 18 against Tampa.
Yeah.
That's about it. So.
All right, so let me give you some more stuff from PFF. Big-time throws in week 1. Matthew Stafford had 5. Jordan Love, Dak Prescott, Josh Allen each had 4. Now, this is something to keep an eye on, whether or not you want to bet guys that throw an INT, or maybe if you want to bet like the updated market to have most INTs on the year. Tua had 4 turnover-worthy plays. He was hideous. That might have been the worst game I've ever watched him play as a pro.
Yeah.
I wonder if it graded out that way as well at PFF. But Tua had 4 turnover-worthy plays. So did Baker Mayfield and Bo Nix.
Bo Nix was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, was he bad.
Jared Goff had 3. But maybe that's kind of like the angle, right? Is that all this talk about regression for Jaden Daniels in year number 2. Never really heard it with Bo Nix. Well, if week 1 is any indication whatsoever, it's going to be a long year for him. And like the week-to-week stuff, I'm betting him to throw an INT might be a gold mine.
How about some updated win totals? There's a 9.5 out there on Arizona. Okay, you beat the Saints. You're going to win 10 games in that division? Great job defensively by Seattle.
Yeah.
Can you fix the offense? But you got to go through San Francisco and the Rams.
What
9.5?
What do you make of Kyler? I know he was ill.
I think he's average.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Carolina, 6.5. Now 7-point dogs. Arizona's up to 7 here.
Well,
Carolina's going to win 7 games?
Before you get nuts, could I guys in the back, could I request the Carolina schedule on the screen? But so it appeared as if, based on what happened last year down the stretch, like, okay, they finally turned the corner. They're going to be decent. They have a lot of winnable games. But so after 1 week, their schedule looks like this. At the Cardinals against 7-point dogs. They get the Falcons at the Patriots, Dolphins at home, Cowboys at home. How many of those are winnable? They play the Saints at home in week 10.
Well, it's the NFL. Games are winnable, but it doesn't mean you're going to do it. And Bryce Young looked terrible. But
Paul, I think you might be onto something here. The more I look at the schedule, here's the thing. You could pinpoint like weak teams on the schedule. They're still Carolina.
Yeah. Jacksonville didn't even play well.
Right.
They were up 17 for much of the game. Miami, 6.5. They got the Patriots at home, and then they go to Buffalo.
Well, there was something just way off on that showing.
Yeah, and plus these McDaniel press conferences are just gloomy. Gus and the sky is falling, and San Francisco's 10.5. I like them, but all these injuries already. 11 wins.
Well, it never moved, right? Because they close at 10.5 just based on how easy it is overall.
And the Bears, 7.5. They have a tough schedule. They have a good roster. I love the coach. Should have won the game last night, but that's going to be hard to get to 8 wins. And the Texans, with that offensive line, you got to go over 9.5 now.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I know.
Are you a little panicked about
the offensive line? I am.
That team winning the division?
Yeah.
We were asked this on Twitter earlier, or on X, if any book offers like first quarterback to be benched.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, what do you want? Wilson's minus $2.
Yeah,
I got
offshore books have it. That's
I got the odds, yeah. Oh, you're right. Okay, you were being asked if it's offered here. No.
Yeah, no, Wilson's,
You
you said minus $2. Flacco's 4-1. Rattler's 4-1. Caleb is down to 9-1 from 11-1.
Agent time? Gave him $10 million?
That's what the person on X was asking, basically.
That'd be late October, though.
Yeah, it's not going to happen soon.
Not, no.
There's no way.
It's not, no.
Tua is 10-1.
McDaniel is $4. First coach fired.
Oh, mama.
Yep. Daboll's 6-1. Callahan's 10.
I can see that.
Raheem Morris is 10.
I think there's a really good possibility that Brian Callahan is a terrible head coach.
Yep. NFL season underway. The edge goes to those with the best data. VSiN Pro delivers real-time DK and Circa betting splits, so you can see where the public and sharps are putting their money. The morning email from Bill 80 recapping all the best bets. Every host, every guest. 24/7 video on the Watch app and the Pro Tools at VSiN.com. Get it now, $9.99. VSiN.com/scribe today. VSiN.com/subscribe. $9.99 or save 50% with an annual subscription.
Busy night tonight in Major League Baseball. We'll talk about some of the games from a betting perspective coming up on Follow the Money. It's VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Coming up in 15 minutes, professional sports bettor Paul Stone on the program. A couple of best bets out of him for college football this week. Here, Major League Baseball. Let's begin with the games that we have going on tonight, Pauly. With the 3 teams atop the American League East, because the Blue Jays have a 2-game lead over the Yankees and a 3-game lead over the Red Sox. Shane Bieber is going for Toronto tonight at home against Garcia and the Astros. Here at Circa, Shane Bieber is a $1.43 favorite. He's made 3 starts. 17 and 1/3 innings so far, almost 11 Ks per 9. ERA is 4.15. The xFIP is 2.04, a much truer number. Very good out of him. And I looked at the entire lineup here tonight for the Astros, like how many guys have actually faced Bieber. Like Carlos Correa is the only guy, and it's only 15 plate appearances. I was shocked by that. But he has 4 hits against him in a home run. But what do you make of the Blue Jays here and Bieber being $1.43?
I agree with it. I know Bichette's out, but I think they can get to Garcia. Springer's owned him, hitting .450 against him career. But I'm not. I'm fine with Bieber here.
Me too.
And this is getting interesting now. As bad as Seattle has played, they're 2 back in the division.
Right.
So I know they could win the division, or they certainly could fall back and even miss entirely. As Texas is right behind them, and Cleveland's hot now too. So Seattle to miss is 3-1. Houston to miss is plus 450 only.
Interesting.
I think we can see some surprises here with 2.5 weeks left in the season.
Oh, so do I.
Yeah.
I mean, these some of these margins are like razor thin. So if a team goes into the free fall mode here, then it's going to be total collapse time. Tigers are at the Yankees tonight. This is Casey Mize taking on Will Warren. And again, here at Circa, Warren is a $1.55 favorite. Total is 8.5. Last 3 starts for Mize. 5.79 with the ERA. Yikes. FIP a little bit better than that, but he's not striking out a ton of dudes at all. Only 4.5 per 9. He's walking 2 guys per 9. A little bit unlucky with the batting average of balls and plates at 385. But Warren, also not great last 3 starts, has a FIP of 6. And his K numbers now are way down. And this could be a rookie who is like fading towards the end of the season. The Ks per 9 down to 6.43. He's walking more than 3 batters per 9. He's also allowing almost 2 home runs per 9 as well. Do we get runs here?
I would think so. This is a tough game. But I would just say it'd be Yankees, I think, or pass here. I mean, I don't know how jacked up these guys are getting, like Detroit for home field and that kind of thing. But Yankees just trying to solidify the playoff spot. I would trust Warren and the Yankees at home.
Okay, well then here's one for you. Later on tonight, the Red Sox are in Sacramento against the A's. This was supposed to be Dustin May.
Did they scratch him?
It's not. I mean, Circa has a guy by the name of
good.
Early listed.
Oh, okay, good move, good. I like that. It is early. Yeah.
So the A's are $1.07. Springs goes for the A's tonight. Not bad, recent form, 3.18 ERA. But again, not striking out a lot of guys here. Red Sox, what does the division mean to them overall, do you think? Or the Yankees?
Yeah.
Because they are right now, I'll use the word comfortably in the wild card. Because they're
in.
They're 5 games up right now on Texas. Texas is out, so you can't look how many games are up on Seattle because Seattle's already in.
Yeah, and Texas got a brutal schedule, even though it's been a great story how they're hanging in there.
Right.
So I imagine they'd love to win it and get some time off, but this is a game the Red Sox should get, and hopefully they can get to Springs, and they were great last night. Mm-hmm. Total of 10.5. I don't want the under. I'll tell you that. But this is riveting what's going on in the National League. Wide open what's going on. And I don't trust the Mets. Bad loss last night. Aaron Nola. Hello, Mike Palm. You get him 5?
I know.
Right? They score 1 run for him, and it holds up. Mets lose 1-0. They're 0-4 in Philadelphia this year, and I'll try it again. I bet Suarez. I think Suarez, who's been so good here of late, 3-0 with a 1.09 in his last 4 starts, will shut the Mets down today. Even though all these injuries and Trey Turner hurt, that the limping Phillies can get it done against. And I don't trust Manaea. He's been okay at the last couple starts, but he was so bad when he came back. Total of 8. Why are the Phillies only $1.30 at home? Doesn't make any sense to me.
No, the fishy line.
It's a fishy line. And the door is wide open because the Mets, this is a 4-game series. Haven't won in Philadelphia. And they are loving it at Haight-Ashbury with the Giants. Did you take some 8-1? Did you finally jump in on the San Francisco Giants?
Well, I saw 12-1, I think, before the weekend, and I did not take it. Also, they
lost 2 out of 3 to St. Louis.
And there was an epic collapse, in the bottom of the 9th, I think, in the game on Saturday. Verlander was awesome, and they the closer comes in, Walker, and they blew a 2-0 lead. They lost 3-2. So that's you can't have those kind of losses when you're trying to make up ground in September, obviously. But
you were going to say
this angle here where the Giants, because I have them for most wins in the month,
right?
And they have 5 right now. I'll tell you this right now: the White Sox and Nationals each have 6. What were those numbers?
I know.
Okay.
Yep.
So the reason why I bet the Giants is because they were playing great ball, but also their schedule. So 2 more against Arizona.
Well, hold on. It's 13 in a row here against Arizona and the Dodgers.
Yeah, 7 of those are against the Dodgers. But I got to tell you, Pauly, maybe this Dodgers pitching staff is rounding into form when they need to. I'm not really that scared of the Dodgers right now.
No.
They're playing 500 ball for the last 2 months.
Yeah. Robbie Ray's $1.40 at home tonight. The Giants have won 12 of 15, and they're averaging 8 runs a game. Now the offense gets going.
Sure.
They're 3 back. They're 8-1 to make the playoffs. They're 3 back. So I know it's you're probably catching Arizona at the right time here. Because I don't like their pitching staff, and they've been hitting anybody, but everyone.
Well, so what's the better play? Is it Giants to make the playoffs, Mets to miss? Because could any other team other than the Giants, not named San Francisco, actually squeak in?
I can't see it. I think the Reds are too inconsistent. The Reds have a tough schedule. St. Louis is running out not enough time, and if San Francisco takes out Arizona, that's it for Arizona.
Yeah, I'm not buying into this Reds thing. I thought they could maybe get it together in August. Too much has gone against them this year, and I think they're just completely up against it right now. They have to leapfrog San Francisco, hope the Mets collapse continues, and then they have to get hot, by the way. They're 4-6 in their last 10, and they have Littell going tonight. Total gas can, 6.91 ERA, last 3 starts. The FIP is 8.51. Pauly, he's in this stretch allowing 4.4 home runs per 9. If the Padres offense, if they don't score like tonight, I completely give up.
Yeah. What do you expect out of King, though?
I have no idea.
Welcome back, King.
Well, second start since May 18th, but he only went 2 innings last time out. So what does that really give you? And he allowed 4 hits, by the way, and 2 earned runs in those 2 innings.
Yeah.
So
I was going to say, too, the big issue, if the Mets couldn't hit Nola, now you go Suarez, Sanchez, Luzardo, and DeGrom. That's who they face the next 4 games.
Wow.
This could get interesting.
So how did you play tonight then? Did you just lay the money line with the Phillies, or did you play
I got Phillies. No, I bet the Phillies. I bet the Giants. I took Giants 8-1 to make the playoffs. And I probably should. I don't think it's worth this to grab the Mets on, no. But maybe I should do that too. But and then I absolutely think the Dodgers will obliterate and annihilate Marquez. 2 starts against L.A. this year, 13 runs in 4 innings.
It's pretty bad.
I mean, the Dodgers should go to work on him tonight.
You know what? I didn't even look at this market right now. They have to be minus money to lay 2.5 runs. Again? Because they were not that long ago.
Yeah.
So for what it's worth, Muncy against Marquez, 8 of 34, 4 home runs. Freeman, 7 of 32 home runs. Betts, 8 of 26. And by the way, last couple of starts for Sheehan going tonight, 12.34 Ks per 9, 1.54 with the ERA. He's allowed some home runs, but overall, pretty effective there out of him.
The Cub game should go under. The Cubs are 28th in runs per game since the All-Star break. It's Strider against Horton. Horton is 6-1 with an ERA under 1 and 9 starts since the break.
Right.
Hello, Jeff Webster. Hope you can cash that ticket. 151 Rookie of the Year.
And I'll give you another one, too.
Okay.
How about the Royals at the Guardians? Cameron
Tough game.
stinks.
Yeah, I know, but Cleveland stinks against lefties.
Oh, let me give you his numbers recently.
And bad, I know. Cleveland's won 5 of 6, but they are 8 games under 500 against lefties. Go ahead.
6.75 with the ERA. FIP is even higher than that. He's walking 5 guys per 9. He's allowing 2.5 home runs per 9, and he's not a strikeout guy. Like, he's just, like, how is he going to get outs? Hope that the Guardians, this has, like, been the hope now for, like, the last month and a half. He hopes the opposing team will just hit it to his defenders on the field.
Yeah.
That's not a good recipe for success.
Pirates are on the road, 22-47 on the road. Texas is hot, averaging 6 runs a game last 16. Minnesota's 9-1 last 10 against the Angels. Also, Machado's, I don't know if you mentioned that, Machado's got great numbers against Littell. Edge Boost, the first bank account built for bettors, ensuring all gambling transactions are approved. No usage fees, no minimums, no waiting on the wire, no outrageous fees when you go over your limit. Earn cashback rewards, 100% approval for all betting deposits. Sign up today, edgeboost.bet, code FTM. Deposit $25 and Edge Boost will match it. Get paid for what you love doing. Get paid for betting. You're doing it already. Get paid at edgeboost.bet. Code FTM, edgeboost.bet.
You can always follow us on X, at VSiN Live, at Mitch Moss Radio, at Pauly Howard. Pro Sports Bettor Paul Stone next. 2-2 on the show last week. We'll get some of his best bets for Week 3 in college football coming up on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Coming up in 15 minutes, Mitch and Pauly's Pizzeria. Tip jar is open. Your long shot bets will go over. We will discuss at that time. Right now, we head out to the Progressive Guest Line as professional sports bettor Paul Stone joins the program. You can follow him on X at Paul Stone Sports. Good afternoon, pal. Thanks for the time today. How are you?
Doing well, guys. Just excited for another weekend of college football. Going to be a great one.
Totally agree. And a lot of big games on the docket, a lot of marquee games as well, including this clash in the SEC as the Dogs, Georgia, they take on Tennessee. This is going to be in Knoxville and opened up much higher. I think some books had it around 7, down to 3.5 or 4 right now. How did you bet this game?
Yeah, I'll tell you, Mitch, make no mistake about it. I think virtually everyone, including myself, had Georgia ranked in their preseason top 5. And make no mistake about this as well. I think after a pair of mostly uninspiring victories over featherweights, Marshall and Austin Peay, the Bulldogs have looked like anything but a viable national championship contender to this point. I mean, looking at this past weekend's game, Georgia manages 28 points, averaged less than 5 yards a carry against Austin Peay. And against an FCS team of that caliber, you need to run the football a little bit better than that. As a point of reference, last year, Austin Peay opened the season against Louisville. The Cardinals won that game 62-0 and gained 571 yards.
Wow.
I know this is a different season, but that just kind of gives you a little comparison there. The look-ahead line, as you mentioned in this game, was 7.5, and now currently sits at 3.5. So the public, the betting public has certainly waned in its enthusiasm for Kirby Smart and the Bulldogs. But sometimes when the market bobs, I'll weave, and this is one of those times. So why am I going to side with Georgia when few others are supporting the Bulldogs? First of all, this is not my main point, but Georgia's won 8 straight games in this series. Mm-hmm. They've covered 6 straight, so history's on its side. But really, the impetus, the main point for me liking Georgia in this game is I think the Dogs are going to get after new Tennessee quarterback Joey Aguilar. He's a guy who had turnover tendencies in 2 seasons as the starter at Appalachian State. There at Appalachian State, he threw a total of 24 interceptions in 2 seasons. And he also, there at Appalachian State last year, or in those 2 years, rather, I should say, had 51 turnover-worthy plays, according to Pro Football Focus. Last year alone in 2024, his 5.4% turnover-worthy play rate. Last season, it was 3rd worst among the 14 quarterbacks in the Sun Belt Conference. To be fair, in the spirit of total transparency, he also had 26 big-time throws as defined by Pro Football Focus. So he's a guy, what that tells me, he's got that gunslinger's mentality. I mean, he's got an arm. He believes in it. He'll try to put that ball in tight spots. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes it doesn't. I think Georgia, they're a team that can expose his turnover vulnerability. Syracuse and East Tennessee State, the first 2 teams that he faced this year as Tennessee's new quarterback, they really didn't have that capability. Georgia's still, they might not be as good as they were 3 or 4 years ago in the front 7, but they still got a bunch of blue chips up there. I think they're going to get in Aguilar's grill. They're going to make life tough on him. Georgia's going to win the turnover battle. They're going to win this game by 4 points or more. I like the Dogs over the Vols, -3.5.
Very good. Good breakdown. I'm with you on that one. Saturday night, Notre Dame off licking their wounds against Miami, although Carr played well. A&M beat Utah State and UTSA. How about A&M against Notre Dame? Irish 6.5, 7.
Yeah, Notre Dame, awful loss, awful bye.
Yep.
And on the ropes as far as their playoff hopes go for year 2025. They dropped that season opener at Miami 27-24, and now they can obviously ill afford to start the season 0-2 if they wish to make a repeat trip to the college football playoff. It's probably the game of these 3 selections that I like the most, and there are several reasons I like Notre Dame against the Aggies on Saturday in South Bend. First of all, redshirt freshman quarterback C.J. Carr is making his second start. He's going to be better than he was in his first start against Miami 2 weeks ago. And he really, the last 20 minutes, if you look at those alone, he was better at the end of the game than he was at the beginning. I do concede that Miami probably loosened up their defense a little bit because they were ahead. But in the final 20 minutes against Miami, Carr completed 10 of 14 passes for 159 yards and a touchdown, also threw an interception, and then he did some damage with his legs as well, ran the ball 5 times for 36 yards, scored on that 7-yard touchdown run. So he really played well in the final 20 minutes of the game against Miami. He'll be even better against Texas A&M. Notre Dame, they can run the football. They didn't run it all that effectively against Miami, but they've got one of the best tandems in the nation in Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price. That duo combined for almost 1,900 yards rushing last year. And I think they're going to be able to run the ball against a Texas A&M defense that gave up 201 yards rushing in its opener against Texas San Antonio. The Roadrunners averaged 6.2 yards per carry against the Aggies. I think Notre Dame's going to run the ball, a small sample size, but additionally, the Irish, the last 2 seasons, are 4-0 against the spread off a straight-up loss. Over that same term, they're also 8-4 against the spread as a home favorite. I just love, I love Texas A&M this year, too. I've talked about the fact that I think they're a dark horse contender for the playoff, but I just believe this situation heavily favors a Notre Dame team that's really backed into a corner, has to win the game. I think they win by more than 7. They win by double digits. I like the Irish -7 over the Aggies.
Strong. Follow the money here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. Our guest, professional sports bettor Paul Stone. He's on the progressive guest line. This is a juicy matchup based on Florida losing last week as huge favorites against South Florida. And now they get LSU because, I think there's a chance Clemson might be bad this year or worse than we all thought. And then LSU, letdown spot, I don't know, but they had no chance of covering last week against La Tech, and they're kind of laying a big number here, more than a touchdown. So how did you approach this game, Paul?
I'm going to look at the total here, Mitch. And, entering the season, I really liked the additions through the portal that LSU made, especially on defense. They added defensive ends, Patrick Payton from Florida State, Jack Pyburn from Florida, from the University of Florida, added a defensive back from Houston, A.J. Halsey, added cornerback Mansour Delane from Virginia Tech. So just a lot of additions, and they've been better than I even thought. They've exceeded expectations in their opening victories over Clemson and Louisiana Tech. They've allowed in those two games a total of just 17 points, an average of just 207.5 yards a game, and only 3.6 yards per play. So guys like Delane, they have blended nicely with the holdovers such as Harold Perkins Jr., who's really playing well, much like he did his freshman year. So that LSU defense, man, they're hitting on all cylinders. You look at LSU's offense, though, they obviously returned veteran quarterback Garrett Nussmeier, but they're having to replace two outstanding offensive tackles. One of those, Will Campbell, the 4th overall pick this past April in the NFL draft. They have struggled without those offensive tackles, and for other reasons too, I'm sure. LSU in these first two games, they've struggled running the football. They're averaging just 118 yards per game rushing, only 3.6 yards per carry. I mean, Louisiana Tech last year, they were good on defense, make no mistake about it. But they're in Conference USA, and they lost a lot of people. But on Saturday against LSU, Louisiana Tech had 3 sacks and 8 tackles for loss.
Wow.
I mean, that's really a big statistic in my mind. LSU only wins that game 23-7. You look at Florida, man, they were stunned last week by in-state team South Florida, 18-16 on that final second field goal by South Florida's Nico Gramatica. They need to bounce back in the worst way, and I think they're gonna come out fighting again, much like Notre Dame. Their backs are against the wall. They're going to come out and fire their best shot, and if they're going to be in this game at Death Valley in the fourth quarter, it's going to be because of their defense, not their offense. Dating back to late last season, in their last 6 games, Florida's only given up an average of 11.6 points per game. Their last 6 games have all gone under the total. I think this one's going to go under the total as well. Points are going to be at a premium Saturday in Baton Rouge. Give me the under 48.5, Florida, LSU.
Great breakdown. In like 30 seconds here, did you do anything with South Florida and Miami?
I didn't. Right now it's 17.5. I actually made it 14.5. I sent a email to a guy who's got access to a database, and it's so unique. South Florida wins as a dog as a 5.5 point underdog. Then they beat Florida 17.5 point, and now they're getting 17.5. How does that team perform in that third game? I would think they probably don't perform that well, but man, it's hard to stay off South Florida. They might be a team on a mission under Alex Golish. Probably my favorite game of the week as far as a spectating event. If I'm on it, I'm going to be on South Florida, but as of right now, I'm not involved.
Very good. You can follow him on X. He is at Paul Stone Sports. Thanks for the time as always. Great analysis, and best of luck this week, Paul.
Hey, same to you. Have a great weekend.
Back at you. And he was on the Progressive Guest line. Up next, we'll take a stroll inside Mitch and Pauly's Pizzeria. We'll break some bread, have a slice. Tip jar is open. Long shot bets we shall discuss next.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Do you like the service at Mitch and Pauly's?
I don't tip. You don't tip? No, I don't believe in it.
Leave us a tip on your way out.
You don't tip. You don't tip. What do you mean you don't tip? You don't believe in it.
The guys crack open the jar and see what the listeners have left behind.
So what, no TV now?
It's time for the tip jar at Mitch and Pauly's Pizzeria.
Mitch and Pauly's Pizzeria tip jar, sponsored by Mama's Pizza. Mama's Pizza, the only place where your pizza money always gets you a win. Check them out at mamaspizzas.net or on Instagram at the Mama's Pizza. Let's start with Adam. LSU wins the College Baseball World Series in. Maple Leafs win the Stanley Cup. Burrow MVP, 366-1.
All right, well, could it be addition by subtraction? Getting rid of Marner in Toronto?
Thought they had a great chance last year.
As one angle?
I can't get there.
Well, they were right there.
I know. 1967, though. I mean,
they gave Florida the best series.
I know. They should have won it, though. They blew it.
And I don't.
If whatchamacallit doesn't get the concussion,
right?
The goal. I'm blanking on a goalie's name, but yeah.
And Joe Burrow can certainly win the MVP.
Yes, not bad. MJ Grizzy on X. LSU makes the playoff. Good. Flag Rookie of the Year. Yes. Oilers win the Western Conference. Yes. Pauly Gordon, Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, it's done. Tickets ready shot.
How do you not even give him the ball?
Paul, don't even get me started.
Carries.
Boy.
Well, he's going to be the goal line guy, though. That'll help us.
Were we wrong on Mike McDaniel or what?
No kidding.
Good Lord.
He did go to the playoffs a couple times, though.
Of all the fantasy newsletters that I subscribe to, every one of them telling me to drop Ollie Gordon today.
Oh, no.
Because not only did he have no usage, the concern was the calf of Achane. Achane looked fine.
Yeah? God.
I know.
Flip. Eagles win the East. Texans win the South. Rangers win the American League. SMU wins the ACC. 1,000-1.
Well, he could have gone without that SMU collapse against Baylor.
Well, that's still fine. That's still alive.
No, I know, but
League game, Smokey.
Yeah. Rangers American League.
They're a game and a half out. Oh, yeah. That's too much to overcome. They can still sneak in the playoffs, but
if they sneak in, they're alive. Then
yeah.
You know what? I'll tell you too. The Texans. I don't know.
That's a big game Monday night. You should be able to beat Tampa.
But Tampa's what's wrong? Why?
Well, Tampa's good, but I'm saying Tampa's dealing with a lot of injuries.
Well, sure, it's a total coin flip.
But I know. I want to see. You can't move the ball in that one.
I believe Hassan Reddick had the most pressures out of any defensive edge this week, and now he gets that offensive line.
Okay. The real Mr. ACL on X does a great job. Creative. He always puts these together. Gifts as well. Penn State makes the playoff. Ravens Super Bowl. Houston wins the college basketball tournament, 80-1.
It's good. I've already started to do some Ravens stuff along with Penn State. I've been telling you about Penn State, the thing all summer long on cross-sport parlays, and to mix and match with a couple of teams to win the national title. Look, if you get the first two in, and then you're riding out a Houston and a UConn and St. John's to win the title, make the Final Four, you're good to go.
JTim11 on X, love you. Thanks for sending them in. I can't back you here. Notre Dame makes the playoff. Cardinals Seahawks 1-2 exacta in the NFC West, and the Mavs win the division 600-1
because of the football 1-2 exacta
and the Mavs.
Well, the Seahawks could have used that win against San Francisco.
Pete in Ohio. Aces win the WNBA. Hello, going to be the 2 seed. Europe Ryder Cup. Yankees win the American League. Oregon wins the college football playoff. The Chargers win the Super Bowl. What is this? Is 15,000-1? That's a big boy. We got a record here from Pete in Ohio. Okay. He must probably bet the Aces a while back, too. That's a good one, Pete. That's not...
What if the only one that doesn't get there is Europe winning the Ryder Cup?
Okay. Andrew in Pennsylvania. Make the conference title game. Utah, Florida State, and Tulane. Like it. Lions, Packers, 1-2 in the North, 124-1.
Yeah, sorry, Andrew.
You got another one? You flip it?
Yeah, flip it.
You have another one, 1-2?
Well, or else just, go cross out the Lions already and put in the Vikings. Probably a better idea.
Scatterbo, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Carter, Defensive Rookie of the Year, 160-1. Mike on X.
I would like a little bit more usage again from Cam.
No kidding, especially at the goal line. I like this from Robert. Panthers, fewest wins.
I'm in.
20-1.
I'm in.
Good job.
I think I'm going to have to bet that. You found 6.5 for an updated win total?
Yeah.
They're going to win 7 games?
Yeah.
Come on.
Kneebar Capital. FanDuel. Jim Bob Cooter. Assistant Coach of the Year. 200-1. Now 60-1.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
Good market. Good job, FanDuel. Jason. Chargers win the division. They're the favorites now. Vikings win the North. Florida State makes the ACC title game.
Oh, boy.
Liverpool repeats. 120-1.
Golly, I don't mind that one at all.
I like that. Good job. Bills get the 1 seed. Sold. Texans, Ravens, Chiefs, Eagles, division winners 65-1. Scott in Arizona.
Well, let's talk this out. Okay, Bills 1 seed. That was such a massive game on Sunday night. Eagles to win their division. Sure, why not? Chiefs. Ravens, yeah, big time. Honestly, my two biggest question marks would be the Chiefs and the Texans. Is that fair?
Yeah. Yeah. Doable, though, Scott.
Oh, most certainly that's doable, yeah.
FTM at vsin.com. Tweet at us as well. We'll read some more if you want to send them in before the show is over. Great job with the creativity. Now football's here. Let's go. Took a bad beat last night. Mama's Pizza has your back. Feeding hungry Texans since 1968. They've won so many Best Pizza awards, they stopped counting. Mama's delivers the crust that beats the spread every time. I loved it. It's on steroids. They put the garlic butter on it. It's awesome. Fresh ingredients, award-winning pies, pound of mozzarella on every large pie, a flavor that's a guaranteed winner. And when it comes to pizza money, don't waste it on bad bets. Put it where it counts on a hot slice from Mama's. Get those franchise opportunities. Let's go. Let's get this up to 20. Long-term value. MamasPizzas.net. 817-870-2571. 817-870-2571. Lunch buffet, $15 with a drink, 11 to 2, Monday through Saturday. Football fans, there's a location a half a mile from Jerry's World, and they're gluten-free and cauliflower crust as well. They have it all. And the wings are awesome. MamasPizzas.net. Thank you.
Have you ever had a cauliflower crust pizza?
No.
Telling you, it's damn good.
Yeah.
Damn good.
I tried, when I was there, they gave me the Meat Lovers, A+, the barbecue chicken, awesome, and then they had the bacon and chicken Alfredo with garlic sauce.
That sounds delicious.
This was something, man.
I'll tell you this right now about the cauliflower crust. It's kind of like, well, have you ever tried the Impossible Burger or the Beyond Meat? It's not actual meat. It's made from like plants and stuff like this, but it has that real feel because when you like are making it, it's like it almost looks like there's blood coming out of it because of the juices and like I think beets that they put in there. So, like my brother, for example, he eats red meat probably 6 times a week. He said he's going to be the first person ever to have his heart actually jump out of his chest. That's how he's going to die. But so we gave him some of that Impossible stuff before, and we told him about it going in. He took like one bite and he's just like, nah, it's not for me. No. If we didn't tell him, there's no way you'd have any idea.
Sure, right? Yeah,
right? Yeah. If you had a pizza with cauliflower crust, like humans would poo-poo it completely. He'd be like, get that out of here. I'm not eating that stuff. But if you never told him it was cauliflower crust, he would have no idea. There's a sports book in town that offers it. And when I go there and watch games, I try to get it. It's that good. It's awesome.
Wow.
It comes out, it's like perfectly crusty. That crunch that you have when you want that kind of a crust to it, yeah, it's really good.
Did you ever hear that story that these people did a special test on human behavior? That they went to a house party and they swapped out kegs and put non-alcoholic beer in the keg?
Oh, and
people acted drunk anyways?
Is that right?
Yeah. They didn't know they were drinking non-alcoholic beer, but they were acting drunk.
Just
oh, my God, I've had like 6 beers.
I'm hammered.
Yeah.
How am I going to get out of here?
Uh-huh.
Interesting. By the way, one more thing on humans on the show last night. Remember what he said? There was an angle there. Caleb Williams, 2 touchdowns, 55-1. He said that live when we were on the show with him and Murray.
Oh, he did.
And he almost got in the second time.
The 1 yard line.
Yeah. They actually thought it was going to be a touchdown at first, but then clearly he wasn't going to be in. He also, I think when we were done, we were definitely done because it was live in play. I think he said at halftime, Vikings were worth a look at plus money to win the game. I think they were like +4. Do I have that right? What was the highest number you saw last night on them?
I thought 7 or 8.
Yeah, I think
they were 17-6 at the end of 3, right?
Yeah.
God, how do you blow that game?
I'll give you 2 other things. I got beat in the Fans of VSiN Fantasy League because of the Aaron Jones touchdown. You want to talk about a dagger right to my kidney.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw immediately the reaction after the DJ Moore fumble. That cost several people fantasy leagues.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yep, I saw it. People were sending me their screen grabs. Up next, I'm comfortable making this comment about a division after only 1 week of games. It's Follow the Money on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.